The family is now heading south towards the Majeta Wildlife Reserve. While they're on their way, it is now time to catch some bulls. Male elephants live alone, which makes them easier to catch than a family group. The operation is to take place in a large, open and easily accessible terrain that allows the helicopter to follow the animals from the air. It also allows the helicopter to land close to the elephant once it's sedated.
57. We're putting a radio collar on so that we can monitor the animal when he gets to Majeti. And this is particularly useful in the situation where we've occasionally had a bull breaking through the fence and going into community areas, so that we can follow them up immediately and take action to get them back into the park.
Elephant capture demands a combination of sheer power and delicacy. Although the elephant can't feel anything, he could be hurt if the team weren't so careful at all times.
Water, I got some water in there.
The big bull needs an especially large radio collar of 3 meters in length.
So when?
149, 380.
Is the battery off?
Yeah.
The bull's estimated weight is 7,000 kilos, and the straps take the entire strain. The team operates on sheer adrenaline. They can't stop until all animals are safely loaded into the truck. This big bull just fits. The bulls are back on their feet and ready for transport.
What we're doing is we're topping up the tranquilizer just so that they can be calm and sedated while we're traveling down to Majeti, and that will be topped up every 2 hours.
The bulls are now being transported south from their home in Luanda National Park towards the Majeta Wildlife Reserve. The journey will take about 6 to 8 hours. The Majeta Wildlife Reserve has much to offer. The tourists can choose from fancy lodges to more basic accommodation, like here in the community camp. More upmarket lodges are planned as well. African Parks Network not only aims at making this wildlife reserve a haven for wildlife, but also strives to make the project an economic success for the country and the local community. The investments are already creating jobs and income.
This project has been an excellent example of real partnerships. Well, the primary partner that we have in a project like this is the Department of National Parks and Wildlife, which is effectively the Malawian government. But thereafter we have financial partners as well that support us in the work that we do. This particular translocation has been funded by the Liberty Wildlife Foundation, and together we can make things happen.
The Liberty Wildlife Fund is a private equity fund from the Netherlands that finances conservation projects in southern Africa. The support for Majeta started with financing a perimeter fence that keeps the elephants and other wildlife within the boundaries of the reserve.
Wij ondersteunen African Parks bij de wederopbouw van Majeta Wildlife Reserve. En dat betekent heel concreet op dit moment een spectaculaire olifantentranslocatie.
It's already deep in the night when the elephants finally arrive. Via a special entrance, they are offloaded into their new home.
Ja, daar gaan ze.
The translocation is a success thanks to the cooperation of several partners. In 2007, WWF Netherlands and African Parks Network entered into a partnership to rehabilitate protected areas in Africa. The purpose of this partnership is to, through a business approach, show examples of well-managed and sustainably financed protected areas in this region. WWF's role is to provide technical expertise in the field of nature protection.
Vroeger had je in heel Afrika olifanten, die kwamen echt overal voor. En tegenwoordig zitten de olifanten met name geconcentreerd in zuidelijk Afrika. En eigenlijk opgesloten in te kleine gebieden. Wat zou moeten gebeuren is die gebieden met elkaar verbinden. Dus op sommige plekken gewoon hekken weghalen. Maar ook translokeren, dus het verhuizen van olifanten. En als je dat goed doet en de parken goed bestuurt. En dan heeft de olifant in de komende jaren alle ruimte. En kan de olifantenpopulatie door blijven groeien in zuidelijk Afrika.
Translocation is a definite option in elephant management and in the rehabilitation of protected areas. It is possible to bring elephant back to parks. Here, for example, we've done now 135 elephants in total, so it is possible, but it is a very expensive exercise. But with the right commitment of resources and with the right skills on the ground, we can do it.
The rehabilitation of the Majeta Wildlife Reserve in Malawi and the successful translocation of elephants to this area show that it is possible to create new space for elephants to live in southern Africa. These investments in conservation can and will drive the socio-economic development of these areas, because in many ways the elephant is of great value for Africa.